Try and go off the board that we built so far.
I agree. And I think, like people said, let's try to get Emeka Egbuka in the first round because we haven't done that. Let's see if he's there when we pick at 23. Let's take him and just see how the rest of the board shakes out. Everybody good with that?
Love it.
All right, here we go. Let's get this thing cranked up as we jump into a mock draft here on the mock draft database. Let's just go to wide receiver. Oh, he's there, gents. He's there.
We got to do it.
Yeah. Now, it's going to look like a bad pick to them because they've got him in the 33 spot. For us, we've got him at 19. This would be a home run. This would be an A++ if it were our board that was in the system, right? So we're going to go Emeka Egbuka with the 23rd picks. Got a B+ there. So we went wide receiver first. Now the draft starts.
Wow.
What do you guys want to see, gents?
Oh, I want to see you take Jalen Monroe.
Oh my God! Hey, by the way, it's sounding like the Steelers are on him now. Are they on him in the first, or are they on him in the second?
Right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's picking up steam, and I'm so damn proud of our board because everybody rolled their eyes at the fact that we had him over Jackson Dart and the third best quarterback. And I'm not saying he's better than Jackson Dart. I was just simply going, why do people hate Milroe so much? This dude ran a 4.3 40, and he's got one of the best deep balls in college football. But anyway, we're not taking him. I'm going to put everybody's worries to bed. I want to see here. Best available is Tyleik Williams, Jalen Milroe, Darius Alexander, Landon Jackson, Xavier Watts, Jack Sawyer, and Prince Lee. I've got this one for you guys. You ready? Manamilan is what that's what he said on an interview. So I don't want to hear anybody argue with me. He may change it later, but right now I heard him say in an interview, Manamilan. So there you go.
Prince from Ole Miss. That's how I remember him.
I'm just gonna call him Princely because that's a pimp name. I ain't gonna lie. So, all right, we're gonna see.
I'm kind of gravitating towards Mr. Darius Alexander in this pick. What do you guys feel about that?
Are you kidding me, Jacob?
Now, we did say we wanted to kind of work the board a little bit with the top 30 visits, right? Is that what we agreed on?
Yeah,
at least the tees.
I think we should.
Okay.
So if we go D-line, then it might be Tyleik Williams then, right? Don't we have a visit with him?
Let's see if he's got the cheese emoji. We don't have a top 30 with him for sure. Tyleik Williams on our board. Do we have a cheese? We don't have a cheese, do we, Emilio?
Negative.
No, we sure don't. So I'm trying to see who would be best available. I'm trying to see if Darius Alexander. Did we ever meet with Darius Alexander? I'm not seeing him either, Emilio.
Yes, we did. Oh no, we did not meet. No, we met with. I was thinking Alfred Collins. Yeah, no.
And listen, we don't have
too old for Goody's taste. That's why we didn't meet with Alexander.
And we don't have to follow that rule. I'm just saying that we kind of mentioned it earlier. So Landon Jackson, we did not meet with him either, right?
No.
So it's going to be kind of hard to pick these guys out.
Well, what else we have for edge? Yeah.
I like Jack Sawyer quite a bit.
Yeah. We met with Princely. That's on the board here. So if we go, let's go D-line real quick. TJ Sanders is there. Obviously, that was a top 30 visit, right?
Shamar Turner.
Shamar Turner, I don't know if we met with him or not. It's kind of throwing me off having the Chiefs.
No, we haven't.
Who's the A&M guy we met with then? I might be getting them mixed up. I thought we met with someone from Texas.
Oh,
A&M.
that was Shamar Stewart.
Shamar Stewart.
Oh, yeah. Stewart. The other. Okay. There it is.
Stewart.
My bad. Stewart.
So at edge, we've got Landon Jackson, Jack Sawyer. Princely would be the highest graded player that we've met with so far, for sure.
Question.
Which player is best?
Can we look at cornerback?
Let's look at cornerback, Tim. I think that's a great idea.
Oh, that's a good point, Tim. Oof.
Jacob Parrish, Dorian Strong, Denzel Burke. I mean, Jacob Parrish is a reach for us right here, too, you know?
I think we try to come back in the third.
Kobe or Zy Alexander?
Yeah. That's probably what it ended up being. What do you think, Emilio? What should we look at here, man, position-wise? Maybe offensive tackle? No.
Yeah. That's tough, man. That really is.
I feel like we go Princely.
That's kind of what it feels like. Yeah. Either him or TJ Sanders, right?
I was going to say him and TJ Sanders.
Yeah. And again, this is if we follow the board to only the visits so far, right?
What about stack backers?
Stack backers. Oh, in the second round, you trying to get me kicked
crazy.
Off. Carson Swisinger, right? We met with Danny Stutzman.
We have, yeah. And Chris Paul.
Danny Stutzman's a reach right now. Chris Paul we met with, you're right.
Yeah, then I think you're right. I think it's got to be edge.
Yeah. It's either going to be Princely or it's going to be TJ Sanders. Princely's the higher rated player here.
I would be completely fine with Princely. I think he was in that clip, right? He was running the circle that you had.
Yep.
Dude's got some bend.
I've got him in the 54 spot, but we have – where's our boy TJ Sanders? Why am I not seeing him? Where's TJ Sanders?
TJ Sanders is whoops, I have this filter on.
He's not popping up on the cheese, bro. And we had a top 30 with him.
Oh,
so maybe
so we need to have the cheese on him.
We need to add the cheese to them. If they're a top 30, they need to have the cheese for sure. So if you'll do that, where's he rated on our board?
He is 41st.
So it would be TJ Sanders is higher on our board than Princely, is what it comes down to. But I'll let you guys decide. I'm going to stay out of this. If you'd rather go Princely over TJ Sanders is definitely ranked higher on the board.
Well, I think we got to follow the.
I'm going with Sanders.
Rules. I'll go Sanders.
Sanders?
Yeah. I'll follow suit.
All right. So nobody's opposed to Sanders. It's going to look like an ugly draft. But here we go at 63. We're going to take I almost want to trade back. But Princely, nah, he'll be gone. All right. We're going to go TJ Sanders. Here's boys. Defensive lineman out of South Carolina. So 2 top 30 visits we've taken, right?
Yes.
All right. Got it. Now, up next, pick 87. What do y'all want to see here?
Corner.
Isaiah Bond, Josiah Stewart, Demetrius Knight, Shamar Turner. What's crazy is Isaiah Bond, best available. We met with him. That's a top 30 visit, too. Tim was so.
Yeah. Oof.
I'm telling you. Corner is going to get just uglier and uglier as we go.
We come back in the next round. We get Kobe if he's still around.
Okay.
And if he ain't there, we're screwed.
Then let's take the receiver here. Then
actually, hold up a minute, boys. Highest on our board, cornerback wise, that we've met with. You see it, Emilio? You see who I'm looking at?
Mr.
Jacob Parrish.
It is really.
Yep. He's 131 on our board. It'll look good to them here, but this will be one hell of a reach for us. He's going to be gone when we pick again, according to mock draft database. So
can you go back to all real quick?
If you want to go corner, now's the time to go Jacob Parrish. So
what do you guys think about Demetrius Knight, though?
Did we meet with him, Emilio? I'm not seeing it.
No, we did not.
I see interior O-line or tackles or something.
I do really like Parrish, though. That dude has got some speed. I mean,
isn't he a little short though? Does he fall below our threshold? Thought he was like a 5'9" guy.
Damn, really?
He's got the hard eyes. So Clayton did the.
Yeah,
Parrish is 5'10", I think.
Is he? Okay.
He's versatile too, so that's interesting. But yeah, interior offensive line, you got Jared Wilson out of Georgia, Dylan Fairchild, Jackson Slater, Miles Frazier. Jared Wilson,
we did meet with. He's at 122 on the board, so he's 10 spots ahead of Parrish.
Yeah. So he's
what about tackles? Old tackle.
Trapillo
would be who we met with.
Okay.
And
Belton, I thought we did too.
And Trapillo's 91 on our board.
Yeah. Trapillo would be the best pick here in terms of players we met with, right? There's nobody else that's ranked higher, I don't think, is there, Emilio?
I like that Boston College connection too,
Let's just look at where's Josiah Stewart. Did we meet with Josiah Stewart? We did not, did we?
No, not that I'm seeing.
Fairly high.
You just look at Ed. Yeah, scroll down a little.
Ashton. Oof.
Savion Jones.
Gelati. We did not meet with Ashton, did we? No. Jared Ivey. Did we meet with Jared Ivey? We did not. All right.
Baron Sorum.
Oh, I think it's got to be Trapillo.
I think Trapillo.
Wilson or Parrish.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Who's the highest out of those guys on our board?
Ozzy.
Trapillo's the highest, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I feel like we're losing the cornerback position if we don't go here.
Too, Jacob. Yep. We're either going to reach. We're either going to reach right now for a corner, or we're going to take whatever we can get.
Here's the thing: Jacob Parrish is a reach on our board right now, right? Yep. However, Kobe Bryant is in the 143 spot. and he's projected to be the 124th pick, which is exactly where we're picking next. So if we skip on Parrish here, there's a chance Kobe's there, and that makes sense with the board, and we met with him. But if he's gone, we're screwed.
Right.
We're absolutely screwed. So this is the epitome of reaching for a need right here. This is the definition of taking Jacob Parrish right now. You're reaching for a need.
Let's shake the dice, see if we can get him in round 4.
I agree.
Let's go Trapilo. You guys cool?
All right, so we're going to go.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
All right, we'll go offensive tackle out of Boston College, Ozzy Trapilo. All right, now
Hey, we got Nate. Oh boy.
look at
Wow.
this. Look at this.
Still there?
Oh, he went.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so now in terms of cornerbacks,
He went right before us. Look at that.
in terms of cornerbacks that we've met with here, Jacob Parrish is gone. It'd be Kobe Bryant, right? Would be next, and then it would be Corey Thornton and Quincy Riley. So Kobe, and again they're flipped, right? So if we go Quincy Riley, we get a better grade on Mock Draft Database, but we've got Kobe Bryant significantly higher, don't we, Emilio? Like Kobe Bryant is 143, and Quincy Riley is like 230 or 215. So
Yep. Yeah, I think it's got to be Kobe.
Kobe.
Anybody disagree?
Get her done.
Negative.
Go. Kobe Bryant. Now we don't have to reach for any needs. We can stick right to the board, right? So let's see.
Oh, Tori.
Oh. All right. Let's see what we
Jacob
got.
loves Torrey Horton like I love Jaden Higgins.
It's
Just a quick recap. With the 23rd pick, we went Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver out of Ohio State. 54, we went T.J. Sanders, defensive tackle out of South Carolina. 87, we went Ozzy Trapilo, offensive tackle out of Boston College. And then 124, we went Kobe Bryant, cornerback out of Kansas. Every year we do these exercises, there's always one player that's like, his name keeps popping up. Park, we drafted him. Feels like it's Kobe Bryant this year. Am I the only one that feels like that?
Recently, for sure.
Yeah.
Like the last month or so, definitely.
All right, so linebacker Stutzman is gone. What have we not taken here, right? We've taken wide receiver, D tackle, offensive tackle, corner.
edge.
Yeah.
We have not taken an edge, which, I'm one of these people, like, me personally, the only way I would want to take an edge in this draft, in my opinion, is if it's the best player on the board. Like this whole idea that we got to have an edge, I don't understand it because they're going to be they're probably going to be the fourth stringer. They're going to be behind Brenton Cox Jr. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you do there? You've got, you're kind of 3 deep there, in my opinion. If you guys have listened to Ryan's pod lately, man, the pass rush turned it on in the second half. People don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Brenton Cox had 19% pressure rate, dude.
Yeah. Lucas Van Ness cranked it up too. So, for what it's worth. But what do you guys want to see here, man? Y'all talk to me.
Can you scroll a little bit? I think right now Dylan Fairchild's jumping out at me, but I don't know. What do you guys think about Jamari Caldwell?
Jamari Caldwell, defensive lineman. Did we meet with him, Emilio? We did not.
Not that I'm seeing, no.
No, we haven't met with him.
Can we take a peek at tight end?
Yeesh.
This always bails us out, right?
Randy.
Hey, Randy Gatson.
All right. Did we meet with a Rondé Gatz? I
We
don't
did.
think
I thought we did. No.
you said we did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
I know we met with Harold Fannin, but I'm not seeing a Rondé Gatz.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. It was Harold Fannin.
And Harold Fannin is gone, long gone.
He gone.
So that
What
did
about middle linebacker? Can we look at the middle
linebacker
I feel like
Jeffrey.
backbacker would be our only other option.
Do we
Yeah,
meet
but there's
with Teddy?
no. I mean, Danny Stutzman's gone. Chris Paul Jr.'s gone.
Mhm. Nick Martin.
Smile Munden would be the next one, and hell, he's gone.
He's gone.
Hey, which, by the way, Emilio, somebody the other day I was scrolling Twitter. You wasn't on the show that night. I had it queued up, and I was like, I ain't gonna cover it because he's not on here. They were raving over Sean Dolac, bro. They were like, "This dude is a stud." I'm going.
Is he on the board? Can we take that man? Can we just take him with the last pick just for fun? Just get him on the
No, we
board?
cannot, sir. That's
Why
amazing.
not?
I apologize. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Okay.
Deontay
Ty
Thornton.
Felton. There's no wide receivers. I mean,
Big Thornton. We'll pick up some speed with that man right there.
did we meet with Thornton? I feel like we did.
Uh,
He's just a lot lower on the board. Did we not?
we met with Corey. Wait. Yeah, no, we met with Corey Thornton.
Yes, we didn't meet with him. All right. What do we think?
Did you meet with Fairchild?
Dylan Fairchild. What is he? Interior offensive line? Is that right?
Yeah.
Negative.
Yeah, we didn't meet him. We haven't met with him.
All right. Well,
Jordan Phillips, defensive
Peebles.
line.
Peebles. we met with.
Yeah.
Our boy in here.
Peebles.
Yeah, we met with.
He's
We
106 on the board, too.
Let's
I
go.
like that.
Run the
I like
card.
that.
Yeah, that's the pick right there. Jesus.
Yeah.
Doubling up. See, now I'm okay with doubling up on 3-tech
Me too.
because Kenny, you may move on from Kenny next
We
year.
already lost Slayton.
Yeah, and then you lost Slayton, so you got a void there already. And then
Right.
also Kobe Wooden was cheeks last year. So, all right, let's do it. Aeneas Peebles with the 159. But this is going to be this is going to be an A+ here, I believe. Now,
Oh,
Ow.
B+. We'll take it.
there's good value according to their board. But. All right, so now pick 198. Let's see what we're looking at here.
Ooh,
Chase Hunt.
could be
Did we
this
meet-
God,
we have
we
not-
keep drafting him, man. We've mocked him at least 3 times, right, Clayton?
Yeah, and it's
popping up.
because he's so high on our board, Tim, but we haven't met with him. You know,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's like I'm trying to see here. Jalen Noel's long gone. CJ West is gone. What about Elijah Roberts?
Ooh, I like that.
We met with Fidel Diggs. That happened the other day. I just don't know if I marked it yet or not, Emilio.
Tight end again? Can we look at tight end? Who's still there?
I like
Yeah,
Elijah Roberts.
We need to throw a cheese emoji on Fidel Diggs. I forgot to do it the other day. If you don't mind, man.
Okay,
When you get a chance.
You know what? That Q Robinson is an interesting prospect. I actually have a list of like 5 or 6 guys that were absolute steals. If you pull him up, he got hurt, I believe, but when the games that he played, he had a 24% win rush percentage, if I'm not mistaken.
Dang, that's crazy.
Obviously, he's in Alabama as well, so that's pretty good competition there, I'd argue.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Jacob Bayer anywhere? Jacob Bayer, is he already gone? Nope, he's there. So he's 306. We could get him later. That's someone who's where's he at on our board? He's 113 on our board. Jacob Bayer is. So keep that. Let's earmark 250 for Jacob Bayer. Okay,
Right.
Don't forget that 250 Jacob Bayer.
Didn't we meet with Eli Cox too?
I don't know if we did or not. Let's see here. Eli Cox, he's interior offensive lineman. I don't think we did.
I thought we did. Remember, because we were talking about how I'd get so excited because we'd have more Cox on the team.
Jesus.
You're an amazing person. You know that, don't you?
Thank you, Tim.
Saying.
Yeah, I'm not showing that we met with him anyway. So
Look, it's too old for this. What happens if you click on the long snapper button?
I can't.
hey, actually, we probably met with about 3 of these guys. There's
There
several.
actually is.
We met with Josh Rosowski. Let's see who else here.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, who else were we looking for? Who else is on there?
Screenshot of the UDFAs right
We're
here.
just killing time now. Y'all know-
Yes.
Carson Vinson, we didn't meet with him, right? That I remember. Sebastian Castro.
A lot of people are saying he's a really good late round safety, but just where does he play? Even if he, you know,
Can we just take a peek at corner again?
Upton Stout.
Upton Stout.
Oh, there's a guy. That's
Mellow.
my favorite undersized corner in this draft is Upton
Quincy
Stout.
Riley's gone. Corey Thornton, is he gone? He is
Yeah,
gone. right?
Donald Fortune.
Yeah.
I'm trying to run down. I'm going to sort this by corner real quick. Actually, I better not. That doesn't look familiar. I'm going to screw the whole board up. So I'm scared to death of this thing. Quincy Riley's gone, right? We already said that.
Yeah.
Elijah Huzzy. Anybody see Huzzy up there?
Mac McWilliams. We
Ooh,
met
O'Donnell.
with him. Oh, that's Corey Thornton right there.
Yeah, 200.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
So that-
Personally, I would rather double dip at corner than wide receiver. I know we need, we got to deal with Scoot being gone and stuff, but the receiver room's getting crowded even with Igbuka there at 23.
Absolutely.
He's gonna take a
That's
starting
true.
slot.
That's
so
true.
And Corey Thornton would make sense at pick 198 according to our board, but obviously they're going to give us an F because he's 377 on their board. So what we could probably do here, Jacob Bayer's 306, Corey Thornton is 377. So let's go Bayer with 237. All right. And then we'll go Thornton 250. That sound good?
Yeesh.
So we'll go Thornton 250. All right. So who are we taking here then? Was pick 198. If we go down the list, I'm going to rattle these names off. Actually, Emilio, if you could go to the board and just read the names off, I can check the positions real quick and see if these players are here by chance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Which ones are we going, DBs or what?
No, just go off the cheese emoji board and start with Tyler Barron, edge defender. Okay.
Okay. Tyler Barron, Miami. We have Jordan Phillips, out of Maryland. Bryce Claywood out of Kansas. Amar Johnson, running
just
back.
just a second. Offensive tackle, Cable Do, is that right?
Yeah, Claywood.
Cable is due. He is not on here. Okay.
Running back, running back Amar Johnson, South Dakota State.
Nope.
Okay. Jonas Sanker, safety out of Virginia.
I hardly know her.
You stole my joke.
I don't see Sanker there either.
Okay. Right. Efton Chisholm, wide receiver, Eastern Washington.
Yeesh.
Efton Chisholm is there. Whew. That's the highest graded player on our board right now of players that we met with.
Besides, the next one in line is Corey Thornton.
Yeah. Like Tim said, it's like wide receiver room's a little crowded right now, but Efton Chisholm did have a low drop rate, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Efton Chisholm has a drop rate of 2.4% with a contested catch rate of 58.3, grade starting in 2022, 74.3, 82.4, 92.1.
He was the number one ranked wide receiver in 24.
Yes.
Prince in the chat brought up a good point too. He, said something earlier about wide receiver probably has the best value. Like if we're really looking at it right now.
That's what the board says.
So. Yeah, I'd love to double dip at corner, but I think Prince is probably right there.
All right, we're going to go Efton Chisholm then, all right?
Only issue is he's 5'11", 200 pounds. Another guy.
That's not an issue, Jacob. That fits.
Why are you always worried about size, man? Why?
You try working at the Oval Office and not worry about size, all right?
Get ready to go.
Tell you what.
So, again, what's his size again, Jacob?
He's 5'10", just a little bit over 5'10", 200 pounds. Not that I'm just saying we're a duplicitous amount of that same size receivers is what we're looking at.
Right. So you're using them big words, and since I don't know what they mean,
Doc used it earlier. Doc used it earlier.
We're doing it. Efton Chisholm. Effed
it.
F it. Chisholm down there somewhere.
This will be the draft. You watch. This will be Goody's draft, and everybody will hate it. So next we're going to go interior offensive lineman. Hopefully he's still there. Boy, where are you at, sir? No. Oh, no.
No.
Jacob Bayer. We're good. All right, so we're going to go Jacob Bayer, right? Or was it Corey Thornton? That would make more sense right here.
I think we're going Jacob Bayer, right?
Yeah. I'm just trying to see which one was higher on the board. Where's Corey Thornton? Did somebody
Corey Thornton is 200.
Right now, I mean, like on here, like he's gone. Somebody took him, screwed our whole draft up.
Wow,
he's gone, boys.
And that's what you face on draft day. All right, now we gotta think outside the box. I know
Donald Fortune. Let's go.
We're gonna go ahead and get Jacob Bayer before.
Okay, and get my boy. Yep, get my linebacker 250. Thank you.
Clay Webb's good. I like Drew Kendall or Clay Webb, to be honest.
Did we meet with Drew Kendall? I'm trying to remember. That's a negative.
We get a couple of Boston College guys for that O-line. All right.
Logan Brown, is he still around? Probably not.
No. Trey Wettig.
There's Esa Pole. We met with him.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be darned.
He was a top 30, actually.
Yeah, top 30. We got to take that, right?
Yeah.
Horrible grade here. Bang. All right. There it is. And again, the whole point of that exercise was these are players that the Packers met with in the order of our board. And obviously, we kind of prioritize top 30 visits. Emeka Egbuka, top 30 visit. TJ Sanders, top 30 visit. Jacob Bayer, top 30 visit. Esa Pole, top 30 visit. So we got
that's literally what's going to happen, though. It's going to be like half the top 30 visits, and it's going to be everyone that they met with.
Yep.
Well, we got
So-
3 defenders. I'll take it.
Again, to recap here for everybody listening on the pod, with the 23rd pick, Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver out of Ohio State. With pick 54, we went TJ Sanders, defensive tackle out of South Carolina. Pick 87, Ozzie Trapillo, offensive tackle, Boston College. Pick 124, Kobe Bryant, cornerback out of Kansas. 159, Aeneas Peebles, defensive tackle out of Virginia Tech. 198, Ethan Chisholm, wide receiver out of Eastern Washington. 237, Jacob Bayer, interior offensive lineman out of Arkansas State. And pick 250, Esipo, offensive tackle, Washington State. Was Ethan Chisholm a visit, Emilio?
Efton Chisholm was just a no, it was he just
So
had the cheese.
He did have the cheese. That's what I'm saying. So we met with him.
Oh,
right? We did not.
Sorry.
I think we screwed
Yeah,
that
no,
one up.
we did. No, we did meet with him.
Okay, got it.
196.
So every one of these the Packers met with, and we got 4 top 30 visits. So there you go. All right. And I keep seeing this brought up too. Again, Green Bay used top 30 visit for UDFA. They do use it for UDFA. But last year, 10 of the 11 draft picks were top 30 visits, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
So the only draft pick that was not a top 30 visit last year was Marshawn Lloyd. Now I think we took 11, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
Or maybe it was 10 total, but every draft pick last year other than Marshawn Lloyd were top 30 visits. So yes, we do use it for for undrafted free agents, absolutely. But it's not that's the only thing we use it for. People, there's this big misconception in the draft community that, they use it to throw smoke screens. Bro, like a third of our top 30 visits ended up on the roster last year. So throw that BS out the window with Brian Gutekunst. I'm just telling you. But all right. Greg Rice, this is interesting too. Greg Rice pushes back again and says Bayer is a UDFA all day long. Well, on our board, we have him. This is interesting because on our board, we've got him in the 113 spot. So,
All right.
yeah. Chuck says Egbuka screwed the draft. Love it. All right. Anything else, boys? Bad juju confirmed.
I mean, I think it's a great indicator of the fact that you can't base your whole draft on saying I have to go this player in this round.
All right.
It's an absolute crap storm after that because it just does not. It ruins the whole process of what you've done with your building your board. It ruins it.
Mm-hmm. Greg Rice says, if you can get him as a UDFA, why would you not? You absolutely would. Can you guarantee he's going to be a UDFA? Because our board is saying this dude probably going to go in the 5th or 6th round at least.
Yep.
So that's what you got to ask.
We got him in the 7th, so we'll take it.
Bingo. So, I mean, we could just look at 30% of our board where the Packers met with players and go, all right, all these are going to be UDFAs. We got them all. But that's obviously not how it works. So, all right. Anything else, boys? As United Bates says here, this is why we do these experiments.
Mhm.
Amen. Amen.
Great point.
That's why you do it. It's not our favorite mock, but man, I'm telling you, when we're live on draft night at our watch party and everything, there's going to be things happen that we go, of course, Scooty did that.
Yeah.
Of course, he went that route. And we didn't see it coming. So, yeah. Anything else, gents? Before we wrap this big bear up, this is fun, man.
Loved it. Glad we did one with only meetups.
Can
Yeah,
I?
Go ahead, Jake.
I was actually going to just bring up one random player that it could just be the dumbest thing ever. But I was trying to think like what would happen if the Packers saw a guy in the late rounds. Let me see if I can find him here. We probably wouldn't need a safety, right? Do you guys all kind of think safety? We're pretty much covered there.
Unless
Not
he's
a-
a slot guy.
Okay,
We'll
so
drop
I'm looking
that
through
slot.
these. I found a guy named Marquez Sigle, Sigle, plays for Kansas State Wildcats. And he's a little interesting because in 2022, he grades out pretty decently. Nothing ever crazy good, but in 2022 is an 84.9, 2023 76.5, 2024 72.5. So he's downgraded every year. Well, kind of, but if you look at his snaps, it's very interesting because the best graded year was 2022, where he just so happened to basically play out wide corner. After that, in 2023, they had him in the slot almost 90% of the time. Same thing in 2024. But that 1 year where he was a true outside wide corner, he played 11 games. He had over 200 and some odd snaps.